Yo, what's up? It's your boy King Cash. How you guys all doing? Alright, so we're back with a brand new video today. And if you couldn't tell by what I just talked about, or you couldn't tell by the thumbnail or the title, then you must be blind. I'm joking. I'm not gonna make fun of that. Yeah, we're talking about the YouTube vs TikTok event that went down, Battle of the Platforms. I obviously watched it. I am a huge boxing fan, but I also like seeing shit boxers as well. But surprisingly, this was not shit at all. These guys had actual boxing talent. From what I was watching, I was actually really impressed with half these guys. I was impressed with FaZe Jarvis. I was impressed with... Actually, I wasn't impressed with Deji a lot. I was impressed with Vinny Hacker. The Nissan Givers Taylor Holder fight, which I will get to. Just like everyone else, I was a bit pissed. With the main event, Bryce Hall versus Austin McBroom, that was an alright. I just want to see Bryce Hall get beat and then see KSI's reaction to him getting beat, which I knew as soon as I heard him get knocked down and lose, I was like, yeah, I can hear him laughing his ass off. So I'm going to give my opinion on all the fights, because there's one fight I really want to express my opinion about, really want to express my feelings about this. But yeah, I'm going to run through all the fights. We're not going to go through the two undercard fights that were there, which was Landon McBroom versus Ben Azelot, and another fight as well. We're not going to run through those because, trust me, I wanted to scratch my eyes out when I saw those fights. I was like, holy crap, this needs to stop. So we're not going to talk about those. We're just going to talk about the main ones that were on pay-per-view. And yeah, let's jump straight into this video. If you guys do enjoy this video, leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. It is all free. And yeah, let's jump straight into it. Okay, starting off with the first fight. Obviously, we had the Tanner Fox fight get stopped. We still don't know the actual reason behind it, and I don't really give a fuck. But let's start off with the first one. We got FaZe Jarvis versus Michael Lee. So when I saw that it was gonna be FaZe Jarvis, Michael Lee, I'm like, all right, yeah, it seems like it'll be okay. But then when I saw the weigh-in, boy, FaZe Jarvis came in heat. He came in. He looked like he trained. He was in condition for it. He was ready for a fight. Granted, the dude's skinny and he's only 18 years old, so it's really easy to shred when you're that young. But once you start hitting your 20s, it's hard, but you work it. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not giving any doubts to FaZe Jarvis. He trained hard and he looks ready for it.
Yeah, Michael absolutely has.
When I saw that fight and that knockout that FaZe Jarvis gave to Michael Lee, I was gassed.
Look at, oh my body.
That knockout punch was insane. Michael Lee was dazed. Like literally the ref was going like this in front of his eyes trying to get him to track his finger. He was dazed out and confused. That was a really good fight. They all had good boxing technique. I was actually very much impressed with that fight. It was so good. And I knew just from that fight, I was like, yeah, this is actually going to be a good event. Because usually when you see these boxing events, especially when they're hosted by, YouTubers or TikTokers, you don't think it'd be exciting. You think they're going to have very shit boxing ability and you're not going to see a knockout. We saw a knockout. Finally, we saw someone get knocked out and it just got waved off. They were like, nah, it's done. I was so... finally, we saw a knockdown. We saw KSI vs. Logan. 10-ounce gloves, no head guards. I'm never going to forget that freaking statement because it's in my head because Eddie Hearn could not stop saying it, fam. It was mad.
With no head guards, with 10-ounce gloves. It is
no head guards, 10-ounce gloves.
no head guards and 10-ounce gloves.
Time, no head guards. 10-ounce gloves. No head guards. No head guard. No head guard. No head guards
with 10-ounce gloves.
And we never saw a knockdown in that fight. We saw a full-on knockdown in this fight, and I gotta say, I was gassed. I was like, yes. And the fact that it was FaZe Jarvis, made it even more better. The youngest out of the whole FaZe clan, and he went nuts. And I was like, yes, this is sick. Obviously, you guys know me. You guys know what I post on. I post on both, but mainly more YouTube. So you guys know I'm team YouTube all the way. Even if I don't like the person. Like, I never liked Austin McBroom. I don't like the Ace family. You guys might hate me for that. I don't like them. But, hey, I'm gonna go for team YouTube all the way here. Okay, next fight we got DDG versus Nate Wyatt. So I actually don't know who DDG was. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who Nate Wyatt was. I was very confused.
Uppercut your shit. None of that shit is gonna matter, bro. All y'all niggas do, all y'all do is can't fight.
That can't box. I've never seen you box someone that actually can box.
But I looked at it and I'm thinking, DDG is maybe a rapper or something on YouTube, and I was just like, I don't know if this guy's gonna be any good or not. But yo, he came in. Yo, his boxing ability was so much better than I thought it was going to be. DDG was actually really good. He was really good. He was weaving out the way. He was picking his shots perfectly. Yeah, he went into a few scraps here and there. But once he got that distance and he picked his punches.
DDG review and social.
Yo, I was actually so impressed with DDG. I thought this was... In more technical fights, that was the better fight. From the whole night, that was the better fight. I was like, Jesus, he's actually doing all right. I was so surprised. Nate Wyatt, really, he was standing a bit forward like that. His face was taking most of the hits. He wasn't moving out the way. He wasn't weaving punches. His face was taking half the punches. And I was like, dude, freaking move around, dude. You're gonna get knocked out. Like, every time, I still remember that fight clear as day because I was yelling at the TV. Like, this guy threw the jab and his hand came down like that. And I was like, oh my God, like, if DDG knew how to capitalize on that and throw that hook as soon as he threw that jab and clocked him right here, he would have been out. But obviously, you know, these are YouTubers and TikTokers. You don't expect them to think like that. But yeah. Next fight, we got Deji versus Vinny Hacker. So I was so gassed for this fight. I've seen videos all over YouTube that, you know, Deji needs this redemption fight. This is gonna be his comeback. I was like, come on, Dej, you got this. I was gassed for him. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna win this. When he showed up to the weigh-in, Vinny Hacker looked shredded. He looked like he trained. This guy looked in shape for a fight. And I don't really know who Vinny Hacker is. But yeah, and then Deji came into the weigh-in. He did not look in shape at all. But obviously, you know, just like we saw with Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua, you don't have to be in shape to be a great boxer. Tyson Fury proved that. Tyson Fury he put on a bit of weight, but that guy can still throw hands with the best of them. So, you know, weight is normally never an issue. But in this case with Deji, weight was a big issue for him, and he did not come in technical at all. He didn't look good. His fight against Jake Paul ages ago, that was good. He was good there. His punches were better. His technique was better. Here, his cardio failed him so early. And think about it. It's 2 5-minute rounds. It's 5 2-minute rounds. Sorry, yeah, it's 5 2-minute rounds. He lasted 4 minutes. And yes, you know, when you think about it, 4 minutes, not too long. When you're in that ring, it feels like a long time. But still, think about it. That's 4 minutes. I can last 4 minutes. Anyone can last 4 minutes in a ring. I can't say, but I know I've lasted a lot longer than 4 minutes in a ring. I've lasted at least 10 minutes in a ring, 15 minutes in a ring. And I've never been knocked down before in my life. I've never been knocked out. I've never been laying on the canvas. Yeah, I've taken shots where I felt dazed. But I've never been knocked down before in my life. Never. And I'm never going to be. But the fact that he took a knee in the start of the third round, I remember. He took a knee because he was so gassed out. And I was just like, what? Yeah, that's a smart strategy. But it's only been 4 minutes and you're already gassed out, and you had a minute break as well. And remember, they have a minute break when they go to their corners each round, at the end of each round. And he was still gassed. I was like, oh, he's going to lose this. And I do like, because most of the entertainers of boxing and everything, they don't see when you should go for the kill. And the one thing I loved about Vinny Hacker was, as soon as he saw Deji take that knee and he saw that he was tired, he got that killer instinct, went straight in for the kill. He started hammering away, back Deji into a corner, hitting those body shots straight to the side. And when you punch someone there and they don't expect it, the air gets taken out of them. And he knew. He went straight for those, went back up to the head, back up to the body, saw him covering up. He was trading shots with Dej, staying in there, taking him out, and then the ref got in the way and waved it off because his cardio failed him massively. I was thinking to myself, you want this comeback fight, you want it to be a comeback, you gotta train. You gotta put in the work. Deji looked like he just did some pad work and hit the boxing bag every day. That's what he looked like he did, and did weights. That's it. You want to do this. Boxing is not about how good you look on pads or how good you can hit the boxing bag. Anyone can look good doing that. Jesus, my 3-year-old brother can look good doing that. My dog can look good doing that. Boxing is cardio. Boxing is cardio. You have to be physically fit in terms of cardio if you're going to make it through these. If it's normal 3-minute rounds, you need your cardio to be at a top-notch condition. And there's so many people on this undercard where their cardio was on point. And I was thinking to myself, this is an easy fight for Deji. Vinny Hacker is skinny. He's never done boxing before. This is an easy fight. But the one thing I saw wrong with Deji was like he never threw his southpaw. He had his hands down. He's a southpaw fighter. But he was not throwing out that jab. He was not popping that jab off, keeping him away, being quick with it. He kept doing this with his right hand. He kept going like that every single time. And he kept getting slower and slower every time. He never even jabbed once. He never moved out the way and kept throwing out his right hand. I was like, bro, use the jab. That's what the jab's there for. It's there for you to set it up, get a few shots in, set it up, and then bang, go for it. He didn't do that, and I was so disappointed, man. I was like, oh, this is just shambles. And I hope he works on his cardio, man. Running. Deji, do some running, man. Fuck, stop eating donuts. Stop eating pizza like you said you liked it in the interview. Yeah, you like donuts and pizza. Fuck, everyone does. But go for a run, bro. It's not that hard. Go for a run. Do something. You could have beaten Vinny Hacker. You could have beaten Jake Paul if you trained. Oi. So let's go. Alright, so the most controversial fight of the night. And I gotta say, I lost my temper in this fight a lot. We got Nissan Gibb versus Taylor Holder. So obviously, everyone knows Big Gibber versus Jake Paul got 3 knockdowns in the first round. He lost to Jake Paul. It was a shambles. Everyone thought Gibb was going to destroy Jake Paul. We all wanted it. Didn't happen. Then we got Taylor Holder. He said, apparently, I don't believe it, that he has 7 years boxing experience. He's the best fighter on this whole card. Apparently, he says he's the best fighter there. And I was just like, okay, so this might be a bit of a fight for Gibb because no one wanted to fight Taylor Holder at all. But Big Gibber stepped up to the plate and he said, I'll fight Taylor Holder. And even Taylor Holder said, you're going to lose. I'm the best. I'm the best here. You're not going to beat me. And I was thinking to myself, damn, I don't know if Gibber's going to do this. But Gibber wanted redemption. He came into the weigh-in looking jacked. He lost 20 kilos. My guy lost 20 kilos. He came correct. Taylor Holder obviously looked big too. But damn, dude, I don't know what Taylor Holder must have been talking out of his ass. Like, technically, he looked good. He was slow. He popped out a few shots in there, but he was slow, dude.
For Gibb.
Oh, so you bet on Holder?
I bet on Holder, yeah.
Okay.
I like Holder's.
And he said he trained with Canelo Alvarez. He trained at his gym. I'm sorry, I've watched Canelo Alvarez fight a lot. And I'm telling you right now, that ain't how Canelo fights. Gib ran circles around you. Gib applied pressure to you. He backed you in a corner. He was throwing down punches. He landed so much punches, threw so many.
Holder's got to do something. I mean, he's just playing deep.
Fights, right? This is 5 2-minute rounds. It is too short to be on.
You threw nothing. Even your coach in the corner, I remember in the final round, in the 5th round, he told you, let your hands go, start throwing, because they knew.
Hey, you gotta let it go, put it on him. How do you feel? Okay, but breathe from your nose, but Taylor, you have to take control of this fight. Yeah.
4 rounds to Gib. You were not gonna win this fight at all, but you had to knock him out somehow, and you never did that. And for some reason, 5 rounds to Gib. Gib won easily 5 rounds, and people are calling this the biggest robbery of all times. Gib got robbed of the win because it was a majority draw.
Here are the judges' results for this sanctioned exhibition match. Lorenzo Hunt scored the contest 49-46. Coach Chuck scored the contest 49-46. And Keon Wilson scored the contest 50-46. A majority draw.
What?
These scorers must have been sniffing some cocaine, smoking some weed, or they probably just didn't watch the fight and fell asleep. But these guys decided to give it a majority draw, which means one scorer there gave Taylor Holder 5 rounds. One of the scorers gave Taylor Holder winning a 5 rounds and Gib won nothing. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, this was shambles. This was dog. Gib got robbed of a win because if you guys watched the fight, which I'm sure majority of you guys watching this video would have watched the fight, you guys will agree this was the biggest robbery. It was a disgrace to boxing. Like, honestly, I thought scores in actual boxing were trash. This was a whole new level, and social boxing fucked over Gib so much that I was just like, nah. So you just favored Taylor Holder. You didn't even give Gib a chance, and like that dominating performance, honestly. And you can tell they favored Taylor Holder. Social Gloves tweeted something and then took it down because of what happened, and I was absolutely pissed about this. That they put up Taylor Holder defeats Anish Song Gib, and I was like, and then they took that down and deleted it when they saw what happened, and I was just like, what? Like, you cannot trust Social Gloves Boxing. They will screw you over. They will lube you up and stuff it in your ass. Take down their pretty money-making boy. It was so scandalous. I was so pissed. Like, clear as day, Gib was unloading with shots. Clear as day. There's no chance you can say otherwise. And if you say otherwise, you're absolutely dumb, you're delusional, and you're just plain fucking stupid. Because clear as day, Gib won that fight. And the fact they did not give him the win was so shambles. Oh, sorry to cut off 2 days ago, Keshav. Sorry, mate. We'll get back to you. Just sort of add this in really quickly. Just today, thought I'd add this in really quickly. Just today, Social Gloves announced they reassessed the fight. I don't know if it was Social Gloves or something, but I'll put a post up now showing you guys. They gave Gib the win. They gave Gib the dub. So congratulations, Gib. Thank God they looked at the scores again. I'm not going to even bother reading the description they gave because it's such bullshit that they can take out of their mouths and put on paper. It's absolute bullshit. But yeah, Gib got the win. Congratulations, Gib. We all love you, man. Yeah, I'm happy you got the dub. This was your redemption. I wish you could have gotten a bigger applause at the actual stadium because that would have been so much better than a piece of paper telling you won. But it doesn't matter. And yeah, we'll go back to the other Keisha from 2 days ago. Later. Yeah, and that was so terrible. I was so pissed at what happened. But even Taylor Holder, man, like, in the interview, he couldn't just admit that he lost. He didn't even admit it, and he thought he lost, and he was surprised at the draw more than anyone. But he knew he lost that fight, and the fact that he couldn't admit it, be the bigger guy.
You know, I mean, I have to disagree with that he won. I mean, he did land a few shots, but for the most part, I blocked a lot of them that didn't hit me. But, you know, he fought good and everything like that. I believe that the draw was definitely bullshit.
Whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'll put up a couple of videos there that about Gib getting robbed. You gotta see, dude. There would have been a riot if this was in the UK. If this was in the UK, oh, there would have been people rioting, bro. Oi.
A majority draw.
What? What?
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? They drew.
Even Taylor, what? What's that?
What?
That's fraud.
No, that's a joke, right?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Fraud, man. That's fraud.
Are you smoking?
What the hell is that? Alright, that's corruption. That's corruption. What the hell?
49.65.
Corruption! Hey!
Wait, is that a joke?
This is a scam! King! You got robbed! You got robbed! Fraudulent event! What is this?
Scored the contest 50
Yes.
to 46.
Yeah.
The combined
Yes.
scores put the bout in favor of
Gib.
What?
It's a joke.
What?
That's a joke. Wait, what? What?
No! Hey, yo!
What?
It's rigged!
What the fuck is this? Are you serious?
No, that's rigged.
Are you?
Rigged.
What?
No.
But yep, let's move on to the main event. The main event of the evening, Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall. So, Bryce Hall obviously talking a lot of shit. Yeah, I think he's a bit of a talker. Like, this guy is actually, you know, he puts it in there saying he's not proud of it, but you put it in there for a reason. You're proud of it. That he got into 40 street fights as a kid. Ooh, 40 street fights. Awesome. Want to know the difference between a street fight and a boxing match? There's rules. For one, it's in a ring. It's with gloves on. And second of all, let me get this right. You know, you're not just grabbing someone, throwing them to the floor and beating them to a pummel. If you want to do that, I'd suggest UFC. But anyway, that's the only fighting experience you mentioned. You never once were a fighter or gone to a boxing ring before, but you claim to be a fighter just based off your 40 street fights, huh? Just fights you just got into on the street, yeah. And Austin McBroom, obviously just a normal family guy. Ace family, obviously. They say they're the best family on YouTube. And, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? It's there. And it was cute. He walked out with his kids, walked out with his wife. It was all cute stuff. And, yeah, Austin McBroom looked really good. Technique-wise, he looked good. Obviously, they got into a few scraps here and there, but...
Playing the NBA.
Ooh, beautiful.
Big left hand by McBroom.
Wow. Oh. So far, it's going the way I thought with Austin with the lead, but Bryce is a tough kid.
And these two are just standing there. Big right hand.
He's picking up.
Oh, McBroom, he wants to...
Bryce Hall got absolutely whacked. He was bleeding. He got too frustrated. He knocked at the back of the head. He lost 2 points again. Same thing as always. He didn't lose 2 points. Sorry, he lost the point. He lost the point because he threw this one punch, landed right here, the back of the head. So he lost 1 point for that. And the fact he kept going. And honestly, I didn't even watch the fight that much. I honestly looked at the ref's face half the time because it was so hilarious. His face was just so priceless. His facial expressions through the whole fight was so funny. I was honestly dying of laughter because that's how funny it was. Yeah, and Austin McBroom won the fight. It was a good fight, man. And yeah, honestly, I didn't care about that fight that much because I don't know and I don't care about Bryce Hall or Austin McBroom that much. I just wanted to see who would win that fight because apparently Bryce Hall said if he beats Austin McBroom, he's going to call out KSI. And I was thinking, when I was watching this fight, I'm like, KSI would wipe the floor with you in 2 rounds easy. Like, you couldn't even beat Austin McBroom, who had no technique, and he's only just started his boxing. And he's clearly not stepping into the ring again unless it's against Jake Paul, which, good luck, Austin. I don't like Jake Paul. I hate him, but you're going to get your ass clipped by Jake Paul if you ever try to step in the ring with him. You're going to get clipped. And yeah, so he thought he was going to fight KSI, and I'll play this video now of KSI laughing, because I can hear his laughter as the bell rang and it was over. I could just hear KSI's laughter, so I'll play it for you now.
Hey, yo, and this guy thought he could beat me. Oh, it's done! It's done!
Oh god, and I found that laugh so funny. I was honestly on the floor dying. It was so funny. But yeah, and I gotta say, it was all around a good event. If you guys didn't watch it, don't feel too ashamed. But yeah, I thought it was a good fight. I thought all the fights were good except the Deji vs. Even the Deji vs. Vinny Hacker one was good, because Vinny Hacker was actually looking pretty good. It was just the 2 undercard fights that I couldn't give a shit about. And yeah, honestly, they were really good fights. The event was actually kind of good. The singing performances, especially the DJ Khaled one, I couldn't stop cringing. Dude, the guy tried getting the crowd into it. The crowd wouldn't chant back.
Up right now. Put your hands up, everybody, right here.
Oh, dude, I honestly felt so bad for him, and I was like, oh, just make this stop, please. It was so bad. But all in all, good event. Good job good prompts to everyone that stepped in the ring. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in front of a crowd. So prompts to all you guys. Congratulations to Team YouTube. Congratulations to all the winners. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe down below. God, my fault to drive. I've been talking too much. Yeah, subscribe down below. I'm knackered. I'm gonna go to bed. Cheers, guys.